Have you ever wondered how you could never miss a race of the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series? Well, if you scroll over to the playlist tab, scroll down a little bit and find this little section here, you will see all of the archives from every race of the Napa/Pepsi Cup Series to ever be run. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe on all these videos and enjoy.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Hello and welcome everyone to Gateway here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway, here for race number 8 of 13 this season. In season 5, it is time for the Stop Motion Brothers 400 here today from Gateway. Great evening to go racing here under the sunset here for, again, the 8th race of the season, including today just 6 more races left to go in the season. And it's currently Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch Chase Elliott battling it out for the championship up front with Bell lurking behind. Kyle Busch is your pole sitter for today in the 18. Also very high up in the points. He could get in on this championship battle with a good result here today. We'll see what that 18 can do. Tyler Reddick in the 45. Right now, probably the one to watch. Him and Chase Elliott, so strong this season. And Christopher Bell as well, the dominant car so far this season. He's been very strong. Look out for him in that 20 car. He's the lowest of our 3 championship contenders though today, so he has some work to do. Joey Logano is always strong at Gateway, trying to make up some spots in this championship, barely in on the top 10 I believe coming into today's race. We'll see what he can do as we get ready to get this race started here today, as we get ready to roll off for today's event. Here's a look at the starting lineup. Trevor Banana is alongside Noah's Gaming 2.0 on the front row. In row number 2, it's NLS Network alongside TMCS Racing Network. In row number 3, we have SRT 0616 in the NASCAR Coca-Cola Cup Series. While in row 4, it's Jimmy John's Cup Series alongside the Mickey and Jeffrey Show. Row number 5, it's Hartford Bernard. He is alongside the 1 Mile Cup Series. In row number 8, it's the Gaming Duo and Penske King 22. Row number 9, we have Rodco Racing and Noah Probably. While in row 10, we have Gavin Beers 12 and Nitro Apple. In row number 11, we have R. Alamo and Mr. Coffee YT. While in row 12, we have Allegiant and Canon 142. Row 13, we have Drake and Friends and RS Conover. And in row 14, we have NASCAR, Mini Stop Motion, and Bryce's Sports and Plushies. Row number 15, behind them, we have Earl Racing Productions and Luigi Plush Productions. While in row number 16, it is Zach on the Track, Daytona 500 champion, and My Wi-Fi Crashed. Row 17, it's ESMN alongside Dizzle Cat. And in row 18, it's Log Drive and Arzako 5775. Behind them, I think I got the rows wrong. I don't really know. It's Mr. Fly to the Sky and SMCS Racing Network, though, running out the field today in what I believe is actually row 17. 15 laps today. Christopher Bell is on pole, and I am joined by our race's sponsor today, Stop Motion the Brothers, here today to call this race. It is sure going to be an amazing race as they come out of turn number 4. The green flag is waving. We are underway in Gateway. Great start for Kyle Busch. He pulls away as Chastain is moving into second.
Kyle Busch has a good sized lead here, 1-2 car lengths here, is now Kyle Larson battling with his teammate Byron in for the 3rd spot.
Larson in that 5 car looking real fast as Chastain tries to catch the 18 of Kyle Busch here coming around to complete lap 2.
Kyle Larson takes 3rd from William Byron, and Denny Hamlin's wrecking into the outside wall.
Hamlin, a hard hit into the wall in turns 3 and 4, brings out the first caution as we were just beginning lap 3 of this race. today might just be one of those days here with an early yellow here at Gateway, although same thing kind of happened at Dover, and that race went caution-free after lap 1, or wreck-free rather. As you could see, it was Harrison Burton getting in the side of the 11 after it looks like a lockup. Entering the corner, they were 3 wide. That probably wasn't going to work, and it sent the 11 into the wall. As we get ready now to restart this race on lap 6 out of 15, just 2 more laps until the halfway bonus is awarded. Who's gonna get it? Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain, your front row. Who is going to win this battle between 2 of the best drivers in NASCAR?
Kyle Busch will take them back to the green flag. Green flag in the air. Chastain looking to keep them side by side through the corner, and he does on that outside line.
Oh, Larson to the inside, 3 wide. Kyle Larson now leads. Here it comes Ross Chastain, trying to go around the outside, side by side. Final lap in the first half of this race. Chastain trying to make it stick on the high line. Larson on the low line drives it into the corner too deep. And Chastain will get him with a switchback as they come across the line for a crucial 25 points in this championship for the 1 car. Oh, what a finish that was. Could that be what the actual finish of this race looks like later? Wow. Larson drove it into the corner way too deep, and then that just happened, and Chastain took advantage of it, backed off early, went down to the low side, and got him out of turn number 4. Great move by the 1 car as they head down pit road. Speaking of the 1 car, Ross is in the pits right now. 4 tires and fuel and a chassis adjustment for the 1 car, trying to make that thing turn better in the corners. It certainly turned well there, to be completely honest. Kyle Larson as well, just complaining really that the car is kind of slow, and got a bit lucky with that pass he's saying over the radio. We'll see if he could stay out front though for the rest of this race. Kyle Busch in the 18, running relatively good, he's saying, in that 18 car. Just kind of fighting a sort of tight condition now as you see the race off pit road. Bell up to 2nd. That could be big. He will restart this race though in 5th because we had 3 cars stay out. Dillon, the 51 of Zane Smith, and the 6 of Brad Keselowski as we get ready to restart this race. Green flag is back in the air for the second half of this race. Smith is sideways. He goes around, and they're wrecking in turns 1 and 2. Caution will come out. Elliott is involved. Kyle Busch is out of the race as well. So is Ross Chastain, your championship favorite, along with the 2 strongest drivers here in Gateway today, and 2 drivers who were on a gamble staying out under that last yellow. Oh boy, disaster for a bunch of drivers here. That 9 car is going to take a huge blow in the championship with how good the 45 and the 20 are running. He could find himself 3rd after today's race, after coming into here leading the championship, I believe, by 10 points over Tyler Reddick. Austin Dillon managed to hold the lead over Christopher Bell on that restart. Nice job by Austin. As you can see here, a replay. Chastain just way too aggressive, might have made contact that, yeah, I think he did get in the back of the 51 and it just turned him. Elliott climbing up on the side of Brad Keselowski there, getting airborne as we're about to restart this race. We will have just 5 laps to go on the restart. Can Dillon hang on? Green flag back in the air. No, he can't. He's sideways already, and he loses the lead. 2nd as well. 3rd, he is dropping like a rock.
Kyle Larson is trying to keep that spot, but Christopher Bell takes it. Can Kyle Larson do what he couldn't do in the halfway bonus and get that spot back for the lead? And Christopher Bell just pulls away down the back straightaway.
Beautiful exits there for Christopher Bell. Those last 2 corners is Byron going under. Reddick falling back, stuck on that outside line, can't get down. You can still see he's out there as Haley's making a move. Kyle Larson falling back from Bell into the clutches of Justin Haley right now.
Coming close to the white flag. Justin Haley now around Kyle Larson. Can he chase down the leaders in time?
Haley does not have much time to catch the 20 of Christopher Bell coming around to the end of this race. And the final lap here at Gateway, Christopher Bell leads the way, 1 to go.
As Christopher Bell leads on the white flag lap here, Justin Haley lurking in second. If anything goes wrong for Bell, Haley has it, but out of 3 and 4, Christopher Bell will win here at Gateway.
What a race today. What a drive for Christopher Bell, starting relatively deep in the field for how short it is, climbing his way up towards the front, and Martin Truex is in the wall. When did this happen? On the cooldown lap, potentially. It looks like he's wrecked it. No, that was on the final lap. Martin Truex did not finish this race. He got hit by Chris Buescher. Unbelievable for the 19 who gets wrecked in the final corner. As you can see that finishing results here, Christopher Bell wins this race. Justin Haley and Kevin Harvick are your top 3 here today. William Byron, P5. Daniel Suarez there in P6. Eric Almirola, 8th after winning last weekend's race in Atlanta. Some really good results. 12th place for Chris Buescher. I believe that's a season high for him, if I'm not mistaken. 15th for Austin Cindric. Alex Bowman stuck way down in 14th. You could just see some of the drivers struggling this season. Bowman not getting the results he really wants. Briscoe as well. Down in P18 for Chase Briscoe. Bubba Wallace only manages 20th today, barely getting by Austin Dillon, who dropped to 21st in that 5-lap run to the end of the race. Kimi Räikkönen going to score points. The Iceman finishing P24. I believe that's enough for 2 points, if I am not mistaken, for the Project 91 entry, which will be held by Shane Van Gisbergen next season, full-time in the Pepsi Cup Series. He will be racing next time out at the Allentown Motor Speedway, a fictional track in Pennsylvania. Here are the points. Christopher Bell now holds a 56-point advantage over Tyler Reddick here after leading all those laps late, getting those points up, and winning, of course, getting 100 points for that as well. Chase Elliott falls to 3rd, as we all thought, as Kyle Larson becomes the 4th driver to break into the 400-point range this season. He sits 4th over Ross Chastain, 5th. Kyle Busch down in 6th. I believe he stayed where he was even after that wreck because of all the points he got. Cody Ware no longer racing this season after events. He is 13th and will still be scored in this championship after getting a bunch of points at the Daytona 500 and then again at Talladega. Justin Haley moves up to P20 in the standings. Noah Gragson, forgot to mention him, but great run today. I believe right in the top 10, which is really good for him. See Kimi Räikkönen, 51 points now after a great run at Jim Thorpe as well, I believe it was, when that Project 91 was up front. And at Brad Keselowski, not a great season so far for him. He's going to have to turn things around next week. But we'll see at what is going to be a very, very fast track in Allentown. Christopher Bell wins. Thank you all for watching so much. As I mentioned, new track next week that obviously nobody has ever seen before. It'll be a fun race. Bell, your new championship leader and most recent winner. First 2-time winner this season. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.